Welcome to yet again another beautiful episode. My name is Jacinta, and today I have an amazing episode that you don't want to miss. It's going to be all about girl talk. So welcome. So today I have with me some very beautiful ladies who are going to be with me for the girl talk. And the reason why I feel this is important is because unlike talking about the relationship and all the serious stuff of life, there are other aspects to us as individuals. There are other things that contribute to me as a person and to you as a woman who is watching there. Be it careers, be it family life, be it who you are, just the essence of being a woman. So with me is some ladies that I love so much, and let me just let them introduce themselves.
Okay.
So karibu sana.
Thank you.
Please introduce yourselves. Tell us how old you are. By the way, I forgot to mention this. I'm Jacinta Wangeshi and I am 33 years old. And please remember to subscribe if you're a new subscriber. Now, on to our guests. Introduce yourselves.
Ladies. My name is Natalie Chandwa. I am 28 years old. And I'm glad to be here, and I can't wait to have this girl talk with these two beautiful ladies.
Oh, wow. Thank you for being here, Natalie. You didn't tell us your age.
28.
You're 28.
Yeah.
Ah, wow. Okay. Thank you.
Hello to Jess's subscribers. I'm Abhishek Godaya, a mother of two, and I'm 30 years old.
Wow, beautiful. So, ladies, today we're just going to be talking about ourselves. And the reason why I feel this is important is because despite everything happening in our lives, motherhood, careers, sometimes we just want to go back to who we are as people. And I know out there we have women of different ages, ethnicities, all walks of life. They're all watching here. We have people who are in their 20s. We have people in their 30s. Welcome to the 30s, by the way.
Thank you.
We have me who has been in the 30s block for a while. And there are experiences that we have gathered in the different years that we have been here. My experience of 33 is very different from your experience of 28, different from your experience of 30 years. So let me just start by asking, how do you see life as a 28-year-old in the 21st century? Is the 21st or the 24th?
21st.
Yeah.
21st century.
How is life, especially for you? Yeah, up to this point.
So I would say life up to this point has been interesting. Coming into my 20s has been a roller coaster, I feel like. Nobody ever prepares you really for your 20s. They tell you it's a time for you to explore and experiment and everything, but it's also very tricky because you're trying to figure out, especially at my age now, 28.
Yeah.
I want to move out. I'm thinking about starting my own life, financial independence. I want my own independence. So all of those aspects coming into play is a bit confusing, I think, when you're in your 20s. I think maybe going into 30s is a bit more sense. I'm not saying it's going to be easier. I'm just saying it makes more sense. And I'm waiting for that to happen. Hopefully you guys can expand on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so just that, and also career-wise, figuring out if I want to continue with the path that I'm on, if I need to go into the more traditional path, or if I just follow my own path. So all those things. And I think also just, like you said, you return back into yourself. So trying to figure out what I want for me, because it's my life. At the end of the day, I have to make myself happy. I'm my own individual. So that's what my life has been up until now.
It's been a roller coaster.
It's been a roller coaster, but I'm enjoying it still. I know that's what life is about, all the ups and downs. If it was just constant good, I think we would all be so bored and, not have
no more
anything
is
to
boring.
learn. Yeah, we don't have anything to learn. So, yeah.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that. Now, Abby, you just turned 30 recently. I know that because I was part of your birthday party.
It's not even a month yet.
Yeah, but it's this month. No.
We have not even turned a month since I turned 30.
Yeah,
yes.
true. So now, how do you feel entering the third floor compared to how you were in your 20s? Comparing that, you have an age gap difference of around 2 years,
yes.
which might look very small, but I know that it's very different because I'm 33, you're 30, but growing up in the 90s, maybe where I was, and you were slightly a baby by then, I would say for us, our things used to be going out to Horo Park. That was the in thing.
Oh, okay.
I am sure it's very different for you right now. Being the in thing, or even growing up for you. Where were you going on Sundays with your parents?
Used to go Pizza Garden, ama wapi Carnival.
You see the look, because I know every 90s out there is looking at you like, what?
But I was a 90s.
Yeah, yes.
We had pizza in the 90s.
Kwenda, yeah.
Sindio.
There was Pizza Inn.
I think I was focused in the chapatis. Anyway, how was it for you?
Now that I'm 30, now I think everything changes. Other than the thinking about the parties, the nini, being also a mom of two, you now your prospects about life. Where is my career taking me? What do I want for my kids? In a few years now, I'll be talking about 40. Now it's just like for me, it's just like I'd say an eye opener. Now that I'm 30, I feel more settled than I was in my 20s. And I think I'm loving it here.
You are?
Yes.
So, so for you, life has just been, at least it's an eye opener.
Yes.
And then, do you feel old? Because I remember when you were kids, we thought that 30s, now I look at it. When I was under 20 there, under 15, I used to look at the 30s and think, those are like people in their 50s.
Yeah.
They were the grown-ups, they were supposed to have life figured out.
Yeah.
They figured life out.
Still at it. I wouldn't say that I've figured it out. I've been pointed where I'd want to be yet. But I think I'm on that transition to that. Now I feel more settled. I know what I want. So I think I'm getting there.
You're getting there.
Yes.
Because for me, especially in my 20s, I really was looking forward to 30. I felt like something great is waiting for me to happen. Like it's waiting for me in my 30s. And honestly, it was. For me, I felt like I started living more in my 30s and like I was just floating around in my 20s, even though I had children and I was in this relationship. So much was happening in my 20s, but I just feel like I was just cruising. Yeah.
I didn't say I was like targeting or thinking about 30 as much, but now that I'm here, I think 40 has to be reached.
You're looking forward to your 40?
Not really, but what do I want by the time I reach 40? In my 20s, I wasn't thinking it's 30. I'd want this and these kids. I'd want to. But right now, in the position that I am in, I want to be prepared of my 40 or ready for my 40s, yes.
Do you miss your 20s? Do you miss, because I know, because she's my friend, that your 20s, at least you are able to party, unlike some of us who are busy having babies, but everybody else was clubbing. I don't know about how it is for you when it comes to partying, and especially with your career, being what you do, which you'll tell us more about, which is, by the way, very shocking. Do you miss your 20s? Do you miss clubbing, going out?
I think I'm done and dusted.
Ama, you went out too much.
What would I go
Been
back
there,
for?
done that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you don't think that you get a midlife crisis anytime?
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm good. I don't think there's anything that I would change in my 20s. I've lived whatever that was meant for me back then already happened. So I don't think I even want to go back. Now I'm like, what's next?
What's next?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think sometimes for me, because that's a step that I missed, I'm always like, if maybe I went back, I went to college, and how would it be? Though right now I have come and made peace with the fact that I'm not a clubs person. But I still wonder that point where I'm like, how would it be if clubbing and all that? But then when I try to do that, it's too noisy, which I don't know if it's
still
because
want to
I'm
go
older
back
or
home
it's not my thing.
and sleep.
Yes, I just want to go home and sleep. So now, because of your career, just tell us a bit about your career.
Okay, so I'm a social media manager, but also I'm a DJ. So being a DJ,
Where I'm like, what?
when she said it's shocking, even she was shocked when she found out.
yeah.
Because I'm not expecting it.
And like, okay, I will not even go into that because I think it's a lot if I was to even ask how you got yourself there.
Yes.
I don't
Because
know.
even for
Please.
her personality, it looks
Yeah.
like two different.
Man,
Are you
no,
sure you're a
she's-
DJ?
she-
How is a DJ supposed to act? That's the question. Huh?
Okay, you tell us if you're sitting there. How is
Tell
that
us in the
supposed-
comments.
Yeah.
Supposed to
And also,
act, yeah.
please let me know if you'd want her to come back because I really would want to hear more about her DJing. How did she get there? Was it something that you grew up knowing that you wanted
Or
to
is
do?
it passion?
Yeah, is it a passion? Like, and what did your parents even say about that? Because especially for us growing up, for me, okay, I'll just say like in my case, you had the careers for a corporate job, go to nursing. I remember for me growing up, I wanted to be an air hostess. I always like to see these ladies who walk, the Kenya Airways lady, and think I could be in a plane somewhere out there, or a journalist. But then I also go to nursing. That is where the money is. That is the more serious job.
Yeah.
So is your job serious?
There's a serious side to it. In as much as it looks like it's fun, there's still a serious side to it where it comes to things like negotiating for payments and also negotiating with the managers of clubs or restaurants or events that you might get invited to. There's still a serious side to it. I still have to sell myself to people. I need a portfolio. I need to maybe in the future have a manager. There's still sides of it that's very serious. I guess my people who are in the crowd only see the fun side, which is the main part, the gist of it. But it's been like you said with
It's
my
a
parents.
career?
It's a career.
Or it's a hobby?
So I feel like it's a passion project. It's a creative expression for me. Initially, I used to write poetry and short
that's
stories.
nice.
Wow.
Yeah. And then now I felt like I wasn't really connecting with people through it. So I tried to find something else. So a lot of my friends are in the music industry doing producing, making music, DJs, stuff like that. So they inspired me. And that's how I got into it. But also growing up, my father had, those, what are they called, LPs, where you put the big disc.
Disc, yeah.
So you would always have music going in the house. And also my brother was really interested in a lot of music. So he's only introduced me to all of the type of music that I listen to nowadays and that I play for
Let
people.
me just ask this. I'm listening to you and I'm thinking, you must be a last born.
Yeah.
Are you a last born?
Yes.
Yeah.
No wonder they let you get away with such things because I'm pretty sure if you are firstborn, you'll be adopted.
Very true. Very true.
Do you feel like that has contributed to that?
I think so.
Yeah.
It has, but also it's not been easy convincing my parents that this is a path that I want to follow. For them, they're more traditional.
Yeah.
They wouldn't think it as a career.
At all.
It's like you're having fun. After you have your fun,
We go.
come back, think about
Yes,
it.
think about it. And still till today, they still, tell me, here are some jobs you can apply. They send me,
Yeah.
and I have to be the one to put my foot down and say, no, this is my path. It's going to be different than all of you, but this is what I want, so it's going to make me happy. And I think at the end of the day, that's what your parents want for you.
Yeah,
True.
that's
Your
true. As long as you're
happiness.
happy.
Yeah, and your contentment. And because, so nowadays there's so many people who are so depressed,
Yeah, true.
have
Issues and
anxiety,
issues, that's true.
trauma, all
Yeah.
these things. So I think at the end of the day, I have to push for myself and also the work and obviously things like payment and stuff like that is what now shows them that, okay, I can be a bit more comfortable.
Yeah. And it's something that you can do and sustain
Yes,
yourself.
it can sustain me and people have done it, people are doing it. So yeah, it's been a journey. It's still tough till
Which
today.
I think I would really want to know more about.
Yes.
Yeah. So please comment down below. Tell me if you'd want us to bring Natalie back. The DJ, I think she's the only female DJ that I know so far. I'm not very good.
Yeah, true.
I'll introduce you to one now. Yeah, the lady.
Yeah.
But now tell us, Abby, what about you in careers? Where did you fall in? Because now you hear from me, I was being pushed into nursing. Where did you fall in? First of all, like, are you a firstborn, a lastborn? Where are you?
I'm a firstborn. So I'm part of those that you have to do this. This is where you have to be an example to the ones
To
that
the
are
ones
behind you.
yeah.
Yes.
And do you feel, first of all, even sorry to cut you short, do you feel like our birth position actually still plays a role in who we become, like how responsible you are, even the jobs that you choose? Do you feel like that happens?
Yes, a lot at times, because right now people are changing their mindset, and people are told to choose their careers. But back then, when I think I was in that position to choose what course I'm taking, what I want for my life, I think my parents had much of an opinion to that as compared to me. But I wouldn't regret.
What did you want to be?
For me, I was that girl, as long as that I'm stable. For me, if you had asked me when I was a little girl, me I would have wanted to be a teacher.
Wow.
I was those girls that would admire
You're
the
the girly girl.
Exactly. The way the teacher, the way you used to look at your teacher, and you're like, wow, we are attentive to her. We like what she's. I thought teachers had too much knowledge, and I wanted to be that person.
Okay.
So I went to School of Business. Now I'm an entrepreneur, but currently I'm on mom duties.
Okay.
Yes.
And how is mom duty bringing you? Like, because I know you're saying 20s is a roller coaster. Now add children there. That is me in my 20s. In my 20s, I was there. By the I think I got my last born daughter when I was 30. So you can imagine I had 3 kids in my 20s, plus the whole roller coaster of the age.
A mom of
It was
2.
double.
Compared to the first time, I think if in another life I'd want the kids to come with a manual. Each kid is different.
Very.
I'd say it gets easier with time.
With time.
Now I am able to know what if a child.
Wait until you get to where I am, the preteen, adolescent, toddler.
Mine are still a bit younger.
Still younger. So it doesn't get better with time. It only gets.
I thought it gets better with each kid, because now from the first experience, now I know
more relaxed.
Yes.
But you're louder.
That too.
I feel like every kid, you see the way you right now you are, and you're loud. The first kid you add more volume, second kid more volume. Because I think it just gets to a point where even if you're so soft-spoken, kids just have a way of tuning your volume.
True, very true, very true. Because right now we are dealing with a girl that wants to dress up different. She's now thinking of the colors she wants. She's everywhere. Yes, and now you also have another one, a newborn, that you have to follow a schedule. It's a nice experience. Yes, I wouldn't do it any other way.
I will give Natalie mine anytime for an hour just to rest. just to rest.
It's because you've dealt with a boy.
I don't know whether it's just a boy's thing or it's just kids thing. I will even give the older one. Just when they're home. I love them very much. I love it that they are mine. But sometimes I just want to give them away for some time.
Should I be scared of the years to come?
I think
You're
it's a
making
mixture.
It look
It's a mixture. There are sometimes where you're just looking at them and you're like, this is the best thing that I ever made in my life. Then there are others where you're like, why God, why?
Then I wouldn't want to get there.
Because it's a mixture of both. You see, like the way you mix githeri. Githeri is a mixture of maize, beans, potatoes, everything. Now you have the preteen who is now discovering herself. She wants all these things. She's trying to test her boundaries. You have the adolescent, especially coming in form of a boy. What they leave in the morning, they come back in the evening like they have gone for work, but they have gone to play, and you have to look for them. Then you have the terrible too, the one who is passing and is crying about everything, throwing tantrums. Oof. Anyway, let me just say, enjoy your 20s.
I'm just hearing these stories and I'm pacing myself.
But okay, let's now just talk about the lessons, because I feel like, yes, as the age goes by, I really wouldn't trade my age and the experiences that I've gotten, that I've received, because I feel like the more you age, the more blessed you become, the more calmer you become, the more you learn stuff, the more you have embraced yourself, and you're falling in love with yourself more. You're learning who is actually true to you, especially in terms of friends. I don't know, first of all, how is friendship for you in your 20s, now coming into your 30s?
For me,
Yeah.
I'd say for friendship it should be 50-50, or I would say reciprocal. What you give, it's either you expect the same, because there's no you can be giving too much. Like you can't give 80% and in the other way you receive 20 and still be close to a person. So for friendships, I'd go 50-50.
Do you feel like you have more friends or less friends?
Right now, I think I can count them.
Yeah.
Before, everywhere I'd go, this is my friend from somewhere, this is another friend. But right now, who can I call? That's the, at the end of the day, if I'm experiencing something, who do I take my phone to call? Who is the first person that I'd think of if I have a problem? Is my kid sick or something is happening? Who am I to call? You know? Yes, who am I to talk to? Yes, that's the position I am for friendships.
Okay, Nat, are you still hanging out with all your friends?
She said friends.
Because, like she said, they keep falling. They fall, like one by one. Like where I'm at right now, I'm the same way. I'm able to distinguish who is my close friend, who is my friend, who is my acquaintance, who do I just say hi, but they're not my friend, but then they're my friend, they're my frenemies.
Actually, it gets to a point like you like, this is a party friend. We can only do book to party with her or him. There's this one that I share with. There's this one that we hang out, play dates. He's a friend for play dates. So I think with age too, there's people that I used to hang out before with, but right now, we are in different
priorities, different levels and all that. Yeah. What about you? Do you have many friends because you're a DJ?
I know many people because I'm a DJ, but I wouldn't say I have many friends. I'm the type of person who I always used to roll around with a small group of friends. Obviously, when I was younger, we were a much bigger group, but it became smaller and smaller. So I've had many of the same friends since I was from my teenagehood. Up until now, I think it's still the same group of friends. Maybe just one person fell off, but we're still close. Just like you, I've reached a phase where I feel like I need to categorize my friends. There's friends for more serious things, there's friends for partying, there's friends who you call when you need help. And I think the biggest thing for me right now is realizing that you can be, okay, I'm a very understanding and kind-hearted person. I think we're all the same. And you can be that person and people take advantage of it.
Very true.
Too often. And at the end of the day, I might say I don't feel bad, you know, being this way is a blessing. And at the end of the day, if you do me wrong, then that's on you. But I do end up still feeling bad, you know. So now it's just figuring out, having those boundaries in your friends.
Protect you.
You have to create boundaries to protect yourself. Because at the end of the day, you can be selfless, but it gets to a point in life you have to be selfish. So I've gotten to that phase where I feel like I need to be more selfish myself. So just like you said, if you're not 50-50, then there's no need for me to keep putting that effort.
You're the one always reaching out.
Then I'll keep injuring myself. I have only myself to blame. So it's tough, but I guess it's just life.
True. That's life. So, ladies, it has really been wonderful. But before you even leave, I just want to hear what advice would you give somebody, like looking back in your 20s journey, somebody 25 and younger, what would you tell that lady out there, or what would you tell that younger Natalie that existed last year there, going back? And just what would you tell her? Then Abby, what would you tell someone who is in their 20s, the young Abby, maybe who was going through so much in her 20s? What would you tell her?
Me, I'd say one thing is you're enough. We tend to to think of, I don't want to be such a person, but at the end of the day, we forget that I am me. Like, you're enough.
Yeah.
In what position you are, you're enough. That place you are.
Yeah.
Another thing I'd say is enjoy life.
Yeah.
It's not that
It's not that serious.
Yes. In your 20s, why are you thinking about it? Yeah, a house, a car. No.
But that's what
You'll
Instagram is telling us.
By the way,
Okay, that's why the issues about mental breakdown, depression, people are getting them in a very young age, whereas the old people are just there.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think you take it easy, like it's 20s, not 40s. So enjoy life.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Thank you.
so I think the advice I'd give my younger self is the one person that you should be looking up to is your future self.
True.
Who's the woman you want to be in the future, and you keep showing up as her each and every day, taking those small steps daily.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be something big every day, like you said, figuring out my financial plan for when I get a house and my babies and all that. No, even just deciding to wake up and you don't use your phone first thing. You wake up, you have a nice morning routine, you read a book, or you watch something that's educational. So yeah, just always work towards the version of you want to be in the future.
Actually, you should learn to tap ourselves. Like, I've done something.
Congratulate yourself.
Yes, that's me. Yes.
I feel like we don't celebrate ourselves as much as we should. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
This has been one amazing show. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this girl talk, and I really hope that we can do it again and again. Hear how wise they are, even though they're younger than me. You should be respecting me. I'm the older one here. But anyway, it's not about age in this life. We all have different parts. We all have different lessons. We all have different experiences. And Natalie can tell me something that can hit me like, yes, what she has said, I didn't know that. Abby can say something that hits me, even though I'm in my 40s or 50s. I always say that I work with women who are way older than me, and I tell them something that I know that they need to learn from me. And even some of them, actually, they tell me, Jacinta, I did not know that. So never really take, this advice is not even for somebody who is younger than you or you. It's even for somebody else. It's something that you've learned through experience, you know? Ladies, I'm so grateful having you in this show, and I hope that we can do it again. Yes, and continue glowing and being beautiful. They are really beautiful, don't you think so?
Thank you.
I think even my cameraman there is saying yes. So until next time, thank you for joining us, and please remember to like this video, share it, subscribe if you're a first-time subscriber, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much. A big asante sana, and until next time, see you and God bless you. Bye-bye.